probably 17-ish, because one of my friends, well, this guy that I met through a friend of mine, I used to give him rides back and forth to work, and he used to like expose me to punk rock. And for a long time I always just considered myself like not a part of the scene, but you know, keeping in touch with the scene. And after a while I was like, you know, some of the shit these guys say I don't like, some of the shit these guys say I really, really fucking like. And so after a while I sort of internalized the rebellious aspect of punk rock, and the whole, not necessarily fuck the government, but the we intend to change the government aspect of it. So right around 17 years old, like a lot of punks start younger because they like the images of it, but it wasn't until I was a little older. I did have friends who were punk, but I didn't really take influence from them at the time. In high school, a lot of high school friends were punk, and I just kind of didn't, because they started in middle school, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I don't care. But then it was not until Steven, the guy that I used to give rides to work from, till he started like making me tapes with good punk rock, ska, kind of good stuff on it, and I'd have to listen to it until I was like, holy shit, this is amazing, you know? So, I don't know. It was I guess it's always like a punk rock friend that gets you into punk rock. I wasn't really an adolescent, late teen, but I liked about being punk, there's sort of a scene to it. I know that's a horrible thing to say, but there's sort of just a group of people that you can go to a show and kick in the face and lose your mind and not care, and there's really no, it's sort of a no holds barred. It's sort of a freedom from this whole sitting around socializing, chatting, you know, maintaining social constructs and ideas and norms and having to be polite with people. You can go to a show and get drunk like you can go to a normal bar, but you can go to a punk show, get drunk, and beat the fuck out of somebody, sans assault ticket. I mean, it's a different kind of freedom. It's sort of. Everybody, I don't think you ever really lose 100% of your punk rock, but what you do is you leave and you intend to maintain a certain bit of it, you know. I go out and I keep my philosophy intact, and I make sure that I'm not, you know, sitting there letting myself fall into the trap of watching infinite television or smoking infinite pot or drinking infinitely. You know, I keep my habits, but I don't fall into one set, one idea, one football, you know. And punk rock is sort of what the all things to moderation, even moderation idea kind of came from. So it defines the way I behave still a little bit. Yeah, the philosophy, the rebelliousness of it, the refusal to simply accept propaganda. If somebody's talking to me, I absolutely eviscerate what they're saying. Not that I'm trying to prove them wrong or anything, but I'll go through it with a fine-tooth comb. I don't simply accept what somebody's saying to me, and that's something that punk rock absolutely preaches. I mean, it doesn't take you to any higher level musically or anything like that. It puts you in another place, another mindset. But it puts you around people who have rejected propaganda or have accepted certain amounts of it, and you have to argue with people on politics and other such things. So you can, you know, it makes you better at rejecting ideas, which is, I think, a very, very necessary thing to be able to do in this new post 9/11 world.